All right, now that you know what you are supposed to be doing, I want to make sure you know how to do it. As you can see, this is the homepage for our website. This is your one-stop shop for all things Geology 107. This left course navigation menu is set up so that you can quickly get to where you need to go on this website, but you don't need to use it. In fact, if it visually clutters up your screen, you can toggle it off by clicking this icon at the top left corner, right up there. Okay, for now, let's just look at the other functions of the website. Here on the home page, you have a to-do list right here on the right side, which helps you keep track of due dates. Above that, you can see all of the activity on this website, look at the calendar for the class, and see all the notifications for the class. Under the banner and welcome statement, you'll have some navigation buttons. The Start button here will always take you to the landing page for the current module we are covering in the class. You can access the syllabus, calendar, announcements, grades, and resources through all these buttons as well. The Meet Your Instructor button takes you to a web page all about me, so you can make sure that I'm a trustworthy human and not some alien masquerading as a totally normal scientist, which I am. I'm a totally normal scientist. Normal. Here are a few different ways to interact with the content of the website. There is no right or wrong way, okay? It's all about your preference and what works best for you. If you like lists, use the to-do list or the modules page. If you prefer something a little bit closer to a classroom experience, always hit the Start Here button and work through the material. Or if you're a visual person who also has a hard time with due dates, you might always want to just go to the calendar and work off that. Okay, let's take a closer look at all the options. First, lists and modules. Personally, I love lists. I have them all over my office. So if I was a student, I would hit this modules button and voila, a list of all the content and assignments in this class. You can see all the modules that are available, and the ones at the top are always due first. In fact, if you always just start at the top of wherever you left off and work your way down, you'll never miss anything. It's just set up like a beautiful master to-do list for the class. Okay, let's go back and see how to use the calendar as a tool. So hit the calendar button and here we go. Here we go. There we go. Here are your due dates. Just click on the next assignment that's due and you're golden. Okay, now for the option that most closely mimics a classroom experience. Hit the Start Here button and work your way through. Yay! Now you know how to access all the content. You are an expert. Okay, so next on this tutorial's agenda is to get you familiar with the content. So let's go ahead and access it. Hit that Start button. Boop. Okay, so for this first week, you will start on the Welcome website. And since you had to see this before accessing the video, we're just gonna move right along. Okay, so every module has a Learning Objectives landing page. Each of these will have a brief overview statement to sort of help orient yourself and give context to the material. I found that it can really help students retain information if they know why it's important in the larger context of the class and in the context of their life. So I like to put that there. I also know that it was a huge help to me as a student. Anyway, under that statement, you'll see a list of learning objectives. These are here so that you can make sure you understand the vital information in a module before moving on to the next. For other modules, I'll also have a list of things I expect you to understand coming into that module. If there's anything listed that you're not familiar with, reach out to your classmates for help on one of our discussion boards. There will also always be a module overview video with a list of materials, lessons, activities for the module, with some time estimates for each item. Under that video, you will see a bunch of links to all of the items covered in that video. And you can use this module landing page in the same way you would a modules page as a to-do list for that module. So I'm going to skip to a lesson and an assignment so that you're familiar with those before I show you the discussion boards and end the video. Okay, so I'm going to click this link to lesson 1 and it's going to take me to lesson 1's landing page. Okay, so each lesson will have an intro statement describing the content of the lesson and what you need to do to complete the lesson. In this case, there are 2 videos, 2 activities, and some supplemental readings. Then you can see this cartoon of a very normal, very professional Adrian, drawing your attention to the lesson's learning goals. I put those there so that you can make sure all the goals have been met before moving on. Then, if we scroll down, you will see the material for the lesson. I've broken this particular lesson into 2 sections. All lessons will have sections so that you can learn at your own pace. And I've also found that it's kind of helpful for note-taking to break things up like this. Now, most of the videos will have an activity that's associated with it to help you practice that material. Not all of the videos will have these, but for Module 1, they are all there, okay? So now let's look at the study skills practice activity. Clicky. Boink. Okay, so every assignment will be set up like this one. There's going to be an intro paragraph, instructions, and a rubric so that you know exactly how you're going to be graded. I hate mysteries when it comes to grades, especially when I was a student. So I make sure that I always provide a really thorough rubric with every assignment. So please do look through there so that there are absolutely no questions about grading. Okay, then you will have links to handouts or any supplemental readings that you need, and those will be at the bottom. And when you're ready to submit, click the Submit Assignments button at the top and follow the prompts. Okay, so here are those links down here. Now let me show you the discussion boards. So we're going to click Discussions. Okay, now there are 2 general sections for discussions. There's graded discussions and ungraded discussions. Here at the top are the ungraded discussions. Okay, these are for general stuff, and then the ones below are discussions about the content of the modules. Okay, so the water cooler is for anything not related to the class, but that you want to talk about with other students. I'll be posting stuff in there too. This is sort of like those first 5 to 7 minutes before class starts, after everyone starts, piling into the classroom and sitting down. Now the Cyber Cafe is for you to ask each other questions about general course concepts, as well as seek support and interaction with your classmates here. Now I pop in to moderate this board, but I don't participate here. Ask Adrian is a board that's a lot like raising your hand in class. This is where you can ask me anything related to the course's content. Now, General Class FAQs is where you tell me about problems with documents, links, websites, or ask me questions about the structure of the class. Okay, please don't email me with these questions because I will just direct you here to this discussion board. Okay, so the rest of the boards are part of module content, and some of them are graded, most of them are graded, but with each module I also have a discussion board so that you can talk to each other about content in that specific module, and that is not graded. Okay, well, that's it. I hope this video has been useful in some way to you, and I can't wait to see you in the discussion boards.